Mississippi, named after the mighty Mississippi River, is a state steeped in rich history, cultural transformation, and profound contributions to the fabric of America. Here's an in-depth look at its history. Early history. Indigenous inhabitants. Long before European exploration, Mississippi was home to Native American tribes, including the Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Natchez. These tribes thrived with sophisticated agricultural systems, mound-building societies, and intricate trade networks. Mound builders. The state boasts several ceremonial mounds, such as those at the Winterville Mound's historic site and the Emerald Mound, showcasing the engineering skills and cultural practices of the Mississippian culture. European colonization. French exploration. 1699. French explorers Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville and Jean-Baptiste Le Moyne de Bienville established a settlement at Fort Maurepas, modern-day Ocean Springs. This marked the beginning of European influence in the region. Colonial powers shift. Mississippi alternated control between the French, British, and Spanish before becoming part of the United States following the Revolutionary War. Statehood and antebellum era. Statehood. 1817. Mississippi became the 20th state of the Union on December 10, 1817. Cotton and slavery. The fertile soil of Mississippi, particularly in the Delta region, made it a center for cotton production. This industry was driven by the labor of enslaved African Americans, who made up a significant portion of the population. Wealth and inequality. The plantation economy created immense wealth for a select few while perpetuating systemic oppression and racial inequality. Antebellum mansions, such as those in Natchez, are remnants of this era. Civil War and Reconstruction. Secession. 1861. Mississippi was the second state to secede from the Union and joined the Confederate States of America. The state became a significant battlefield in the Civil War, with the Siege of Vicksburg, 1863, being a pivotal Union victory that gave control of the Mississippi River to the Union forces. Reconstruction. 1865–1877. After the Civil War, Mississippi faced economic devastation and racial strife. The Reconstruction era brought efforts to integrate formerly enslaved people into society, but these efforts were met with resistance and the rise of groups like the Ku Klux Klan. Jim Crow era and civil rights institutionalized racism. Following Reconstruction, Mississippi enacted Jim Crow laws to enforce racial segregation and disenfranchise black citizens. Civil rights movement. Mississippi became a hotbed for the civil rights movement. Events like the murder of Emmett Till in 1955, the integration of the University of Mississippi by James Meredith in 1962, and the work of activists like Medgar Evers highlighted the state's struggles with racism and equality. Freedom Summer. 1964. Civil rights activists from across the nation came to Mississippi to register black voters and challenge segregation, often facing violence and intimidation. Modern era economic shifts. The decline of the cotton economy and the advent of industrialization transformed Mississippi's economic landscape, though it remains one of the poorest states in the nation. Cultural contributions. Despite its challenges, Mississippi has made remarkable contributions to American culture, particularly in music. It is recognized as the birthplace of the blues, with legendary artists like B.B. King, Robert Johnson, and Muddy Waters hailing from the state. Education and technology. The state has invested in improving education and fostering industries like advanced manufacturing and technology. Legacy of resilience. Mississippi's history is a tale of contrasts, from the exploitation of its land and people to the resilience and creativity of its communities. Its story is one of reckoning with a troubled past while embracing a future of progress and cultural celebration. Hidden secrets and interesting facts about Mississippi. Mississippi is a state full of fascinating stories, unique traditions, and mysterious history. Here are some lesser-known secrets and interesting tidbits that make the Magnolia State stand out. Hidden secrets. The ghosts of McRaven House, known as Mississippi's most haunted house. McRaven House in Vicksburg is steeped in history and ghostly legends. Visitors report sightings of Civil War soldiers, former owners, and other paranormal phenomena. Secret of the Crossroads in Clarksdale. The famous Crossroads at the junction of Highways 61 and 49 is where blues legend Robert Johnson allegedly sold his soul to the devil in exchange for musical genius. It remains a pilgrimage site for blues enthusiasts and curious travelers. The Petrified Forest. The Mississippi Petrified Forest in Florida is an ancient site where massive trees have turned to stone over millions of years. It's a unique natural wonder with a mysterious aura. The Witch Dance on Natchez Trace. Along the historic Natchez Trace Parkway, there's a spot called the Witch Dance, where folklore claims witches performed rituals, leaving barren patches of ground that refuse to grow grass to this day. Hidden Native American history. The Emerald Mound near Natchez is the second largest ceremonial mound in the U.S. built by the Plaquemine culture. It predates European settlement and hints at the sophisticated societies that once thrived here. Interesting facts. Birthplace of the blues. Mississippi is widely regarded as the birthplace of blues music. Legendary artists like B.B. King, Robert Johnson, and Howlin' Wolf all have roots in the state, and the Mississippi Blues Trail marks significant locations in blues history. First lung transplant. The world's first human lung transplant was performed in 1963 at the University of Mississippi Medical Center in Jackson by Dr. James Hardy. Catfish capital of the world. Belzoni, Mississippi, is known as the catfish capital of the world, producing the majority of the country's farm-raised catfish. The town even hosts an annual catfish festival. Home of Coca-Cola bottling. In 1894, Vicksburg became the first place in the world to bottle Coca-Cola, thanks to local businessman Joseph Biedenarn. The first Memorial Day. Columbus, Mississippi, is credited with starting Memorial Day traditions by decorating both Union and Confederate graves after the Civil War. Teddy bear origin. The term, teddy bear, originated in Mississippi after President Theodore Roosevelt refused to shoot a tied-up bear during a hunting trip near Onward in 1902. This act of compassion inspired the creation of the iconic stuffed animal. Underground railroad hubs. Mississippi played a role in the Underground Railroad, with Natchez and other towns serving as key stops for those seeking freedom. Quirky facts. Elvis Presley's roots. The king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, was born in a humble two-room house in Tupelo, Mississippi. His childhood home is now a museum and pilgrimage site for fans. Unusual town names. Mississippi has some quirky town names, like Hot Coffee, DeLow, and Why Not. Each has its own unique origin story. Abandoned ghost towns. Rodney and Windsor ruins are fascinating ghost towns with eerie atmospheres and remnants of a bygone era. Mississippi's hidden secrets and captivating facts showcase a state rich in history, mystery, and culture, waiting to be explored. Arts and culture of Mississippi. Mississippi's arts and culture are deeply rooted in its rich history and diverse communities. The state is known for its extraordinary contributions to music, literature, visual arts, and folk traditions, as well as its vibrant festivals and culinary delights. Music. Mississippi is famously the birthplace of American music, with deep ties to blues, gospel, country, and rock and roll. Blues music. Blues originated in the Mississippi Delta, shaped by African American musicians who used their music to express life's struggles and joys. Legends like B.B. King, Robert Johnson, and Muddy Waters emerged from this cultural tradition. The Mississippi Blues Trail honors these pioneers with markers at significant sites across the state. Gospel. Gospel music has thrived in Mississippi's churches, with artists like Mahalia Jackson and the Mississippi Mass Choir achieving global acclaim. Country and rock influence. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, hailed from Tupelo, Mississippi, and drew inspiration from gospel and country music. Charlie Pride, one of country music's first black superstars, also called Mississippi home. Literature. Mississippi is a literary powerhouse, producing some of America's most celebrated authors. William Faulkner, a Nobel Prize-winning author from Oxford. Faulkner's works like The Sound and the Fury capture the complexities of Southern life. Eudora Welty, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author from Jackson, Welty's stories often explore the lives of ordinary people in small Southern towns. Richard Wright. Known for his groundbreaking works like Native Son and Black Boy, Wright brought attention to issues of race and inequality in America. Natasha Trethewey, a Mississippi native and former U.S. Poet Laureate, Trethewey's poetry reflects on history, race, and family. Visual arts. Mississippi artists are inspired by the state's landscapes, history, and diverse communities. Walter Anderson, known for his depictions of the Mississippi Gulf Coast and its natural beauty. Anderson's works are displayed at the Walter Anderson Museum of Art in Ocean Springs. George Ort. Dubbed the Mad Potter of Biloxi, or revolutionized American ceramics with his experimental and eccentric designs. Folk art. Mississippi has a rich tradition of folk art, from hand-carved sculptures to quilts and basket weaving, often passed down through generations. Festivals and celebrations. Mississippi Delta Blues Festival celebrates the state's musical legacy with live performances and cultural exhibits. Natchez Pilgrimage, a showcase of antebellum homes and Southern traditions, featuring historic reenactments and tours. Jackson Rhythm and Blues Festival combines music, art, and food to honor Mississippi's cultural roots. Cultural institutions. Mississippi Museum of Art. Located in Jackson, it houses an impressive collection of Southern artworks. B.B. King Museum. In Indianola, this museum celebrates the life and legacy of the blues legend. Mississippi Civil Rights Museum highlights the state's pivotal role in the civil rights movement with powerful exhibits and personal stories. Folk traditions. Quilting. A rich tradition in rural communities, quilting is both an art form and a way of preserving history. Storytelling. Passed down orally, Mississippi's tales of history, humor, and legend are integral to its cultural identity. Mississippi's arts and culture reflect its complex history and deep-seated traditions, offering a vibrant mix of creativity, resilience, and celebration. Whether through music, literature, food, or visual arts, the state continues to inspire and captivate. Great food options in Mississippi cuisine. Mississippi's food culture is an art form in itself. Soul food. Dishes like fried catfish, collard greens, cornbread, and sweet potato pie are staples of Mississippi's soulful culinary heritage. Delta tamales. Unlike traditional tamales, Delta-style tamales are spicier and simmered in a flavorful broth, reflecting the region's blend of African American, Native American, and Hispanic influences. Seafood. The Gulf Coast provides an abundance of fresh seafood, with shrimp, oysters, and crawfish featured in many local dishes. Barbecue. Slow-smoked ribs and pulled pork are iconic, often served with tangy sauces unique to the state. Mississippi offers a wide array of dining experiences that reflect its rich culinary heritage, blending Southern soul food, Gulf Coast seafood, and innovative local creations. Top places to eat. Does Eat Place. Greenville, known for its massive steaks, homemade tamales, and legendary Delta-style charm. Mary Mahoney's Old French House, Biloxi, one of the oldest restaurants in America, serving exquisite seafood dishes like stuffed flounder and crab meat imperial in a historic setting. City Grocery, Oxford, a fine dining establishment offering Southern-inspired dishes like shrimp and grits in a cozy, upscale atmosphere. The Shed Barbecue and Blues Joint, Ocean Springs, famous for its melt-in-your-mouth barbecue and live music, creating an authentic Mississippi vibe. Big Apple Inn, Jackson, a historic spot serving unique specialties like pig ear sandwiches and smoked sausage sliders, cherished by locals. Wyman's Meridian, a classic eatery since 1870, known for Southern staples like fried chicken, cornbread, and their famous black bottom pie. Walker's Drive-In, Jackson, offers upscale Southern cuisine with dishes like crab cakes and fresh Gulf seafood, paired with an excellent wine selection. Best places to stay in Mississippi. Luxury accommodations. The Alluvion Hotel, Greenwood, a luxurious boutique hotel with Southern charm, offering spa services and the Viking cooking school experience. Monmouth Historic Inn and Gardens, Natchez, a stunning antebellum mansion turned bed and breakfast, perfect for history lovers and romantics. Beau Rivage Resort and Casino, Biloxi, a Gulf Coast gem with luxurious rooms, a casino, and fine dining, offering views of the Mississippi Sound. Mid-range and budget options. Inn on Whitworth, Brookhaven, a cozy boutique inn in the heart of a charming downtown, featuring modern amenities with a historic touch. Hotel Tupelo, Tupelo, a stylish option offering a balance of comfort and affordability, located near Elvis Presley's birthplace. Grand Magnolia Suites, Pascagoula, a welcoming inn with a warm, southern atmosphere at an affordable price, close to Gulf Coast attractions. Natchez Grand Hotel, Natchez, overlooking the Mississippi River, this budget-friendly hotel provides a great mix of comfort and stunning views. Mississippi is a state that resonates with warmth, history, and culture. From its soulful music roots in the Delta blues to the literary giants who have immortalized its stories, Mississippi weaves a rich tapestry of creativity and resilience. Its culinary delights, ranging from classic Southern soul food to Gulf Coast seafood, showcase its vibrant heritage. Travelers can indulge in unique experiences, from staying in historic mansions to soaking up the charm of bustling cities and tranquil small towns. Mississippi's essence lies in its contrasts. The whispers of its past alongside the innovation of its present, its soulful melodies, and the warmth of its people. A visit here is not just a journey through the state but a dive into the soul of the South itself. Whether exploring its scenic landscapes, savoring its cuisine, or delving into its storied history, Mississippi is a place that leaves an indelible mark on all who visit.